four-wheel drive final in round 5 of the RXAUS Australian RallyCross Championship. Well orders, Justin Dowell on the front row, Troy Dowell, Jamie Sargent next, and Russell Pilvin making up our 5-car field. 6 laps the distance with a joker lap in there somewhere. Down into turn 2. Aggressive stuff by Troy Dowell, gets up the inside of his dad, pushes him wide and grabs second spot. Will Orders was a little wide there as well. But great racing through the opening couple of corners by Troy Dowell. Gets himself track position nice and early. It's Will Orders who leads up the hill here at Marulan. Tight little racetrack. Longer races in these finals as well. Jamie Sargent 4th in front of Russell Pilvin. I thought the leaders would joker early in this race. They'll keep track position. Looks like Russell Pilvin just dives off to take the joker in the Volkswagen Polo. So lap 1 of 6. Orders leads. There's the 2 Dowell boys. 16-year-old Troy holding off the former Australian Rally champion in behind him. So Orders looking good, pulling away. 2 wins in the heat races. The other went to Jamie Sargent in the reverse grid affair. Justin Dowell needs to get past his son if he wants to go after his arch rival Will Orders. So this is the start. Troy didn't really push Justin wide. He was wide coming out of the corner. So too was Will Orders though, firing that Evo through the dirt. The exit of the right-hander that brings them onto the bowl. So Orders, Troy Dowell, Justin takes the joker. He ticks that box at the end of lap 2. He's done for the rest of the race. A really good run on Jamie Sargent here. He's a long way back. Nevertheless, has a big go up the inside at turn 1, the right-hander, and grabs it. So retakes that spot away from Jamie Sargent. And the battle is on for the lead. Troy Dowell's caught Will Orders here. The 16-year-old who's been flying back and forth to Finland, taking in the RX Academy program over there this year. He's come on leaps and bounds as a driver throughout 2017. And now he's applying the pressure to Will Orders, who's using, as always, all of the racetrack. I think he's got problems. Have a look at the right rear. Looks like he's got a tyre slipping off the bead. Fortunately for him, a lot of the corners on this track are right-handed, so that will be the unloaded side of the race car. And Troy takes the joker and slips back behind his dad. Or does he? Down the inside. Aggressive move. The youngster goes through. Well, that could be critical as this race plays out. With Will Orders yet to joker, Troy is driving this Polo very aggressively. And he needs to, because he's fighting with some pretty esteemed company. But he puts one on the old man and moves to P2. And this is confirmation of Will Orders' dramas. I'm not entirely sure how he's still driving this car. So through one of just a few left-handers on the racetrack, that tyre coming almost completely off the right rear rim on his Mitsubishi Lancer, and he's hanging on to this car. The question is now, can he hold on for the rest of the race? He takes the joker. Troy Dowell takes the lead, but Orders with such a good run out of the joker lap goes to the point with 2 laps to go. So now the youngster, with the race leader crippled, with 3 wheels on his wagon, he's just got to keep applying the pressure and see if he can find a way to make Orders slip up. He might do it through the bowl. Orders will be struggling for traction through here, and Troy Dowell goes through, wrestles the lead away. See what the horsepower of this Evo can do. Arguably the fastest car in a straight line in Australian Rallycross. He's staying in touch, but the critical corner coming up here, and he's barely hanging on to it. Driving on the edge of having a crash, Will Orders, trying to keep the car pointing in the right direction with a wheel and tyre combination that somehow remains attached to the right rear corner of his Evo Lancer. Troy Dowell starts the final lap. He jumps on a plane Monday morning after this weekend to go back to Finland for more RX Academy action. He's got sights on the World Rallycross Championship. I tell you what, with performances like this, it may well come sooner rather than later. Final Final time to the top of Marulan's twists and turns and undulations. A weekend of RXAUS action this has been. There's the leader. He's got just enough of a margin over Will Orders. If he can beat him onto the straight, he'll be in good shape. But Orders struggling with that right rear. And Troy Dow through the final corner. He's going to race to a very, very impressive final victory in all-wheel drive. What a performance, Troy Dow. And somehow Will Orders manages to finish second and immediately bails to pit lane. That's a pretty remarkable drive. Justin Dow home in third. So here's the key moment. Orders struggling with 3 functioning tyres on his Evo through the bitumen, through the dirt I should say. And Troy Dow goes through, and this is another look. The tyre almost completely off the rim of the Hollinger Evo. But what a drive for Troy Dow. Take nothing away from the 16-year-old teenager from Melbourne. He's a winner here at Marulan.